Hello, I'm going to go walk about today to get some of this stuff, potash or wood ash, and that's good for fertilizer for stuff like my broccoli seedlings and tomatoes. Show you the forest, that's always nice seeing a forest, isn't it? But also get our little bit of wood and show you the materials, the camping materials that I have. So let's find a likely bit of wood. I was in the back of that the last time and there was a lot of fallen wood. So I'm going to go this direction, but I'm going to show you something now that's a bit of my kit that's useful for forestiness. It's this thing, a compass, a proper compass. And this has a north on it, which will always face to north, okay? But it's not like my other compass that I used to have, so I have a learning curve on this one. You don't always want to go north, right? So you want to go to a particular destination on your map. So that big arrow there is the direction that you want to go, and you put that bit on the map. And I have a map reading company video that I'm learning how to use this from on a playlist now. I have a camping and bushcraft playlist if anybody wants to look at that. And previously I had been working from this tiny little keychain sort of compass, and I knew it was fairly inaccurate. Oh, the midges are eating me alive. So my thinking is, if I go out with a normal size backpack and just, I'm doing day trippy camping things, that, a female out on her own, I'm not as obvious then if I'm doing that. But I do have some things in this as well that I'll show you. One of the things that I always want to bring with me now in the backpack, and I just got it recently, so it's a new one as well. This thermal survival bag. I actually haven't opened it and looked at it properly yet. I need to do that. I won't do it out here, I'll do it at home. So that's obviously going to keep you warm. It's very visible and it's got a whistle on it. So it's very small, you see. Goes in the backpack, very, very light, under 1 kilogram. So that's a good piece of kit, I think. But we're actually in a planted forest here. You can see the way there's lines and lines of pine trees. So it's all very straight and regimented looking. And no deciduous trees, really. But I did find a silver birch underneath that layer that the fire starty layer is. See, these kind of sizes are nice because they're easy to cut, but sometimes it's nice. The dry ones are nice and everything, but this is so dry that's going to burn really, really quickly. So I want to have a few that are slightly bigger and a bit more solid to burn a little bit longer, because I'd like to have a fire for maybe an hour and have a cup of tea on it. A lot of these guys. I don't know if they're responsible for the holes that are that big, or is that something else. Very large holes, aren't they? You see, some of that stuff you bring it home and you'd have sort of termite action and everything. I'm forever bringing home ants, but you see how dry it is. That wouldn't last long in your fire, you know. It's been for ages. It'd be great for starting a fire. And I found the perfect one for cutting. Just, manageable size for me to cut without working up too much of a sweat. So the other thing I want to mess with when I'm out here is my new tarp. It's not really a tarp, it's a ground sheet, but it's a little light thing that can be used as a tarp as well. I would have to bring at least one of these, probably 2 of these guy ropes every time I go out, because if I want to use it as a tarp. So here it is as a ground sheet, and I have it set up between 2 trees because I'm going to do it as a tarp in a second. But it's, I'm not very tall, but it would be okay, I'd say, even if you were tall as a one person one. It's not very wide though. So it isn't like a square tarp or anything. I have an army poncho which I've used as a tent style tarp successfully before and camped in it overnight. But this is just if I was caught out in heavy rain. I mean, I would bring that with me as a ground sheet when I'm camping, you know, but I'm just talking about carrying it out in hikes and things, because it's always lashing out of the heavens very suddenly around here, and quite often an umbrella is not going to stay up, or you're carrying things, you know, you get a lot of heavy winds. There we are, there's my little shelter. I only needed one of the guy ropes in the end because my trees are close together, but the carabiners would allow me to attach 2, make an extension if I needed to, if the trees had been further apart. But I have a little, see, that's not a ground sheet now, so I have a little city pad that if it were lashing rain somewhere, I'd normally bring my little sit pad and a little inflatable thing out with me. That'd be out with me anyway, rolled up in a bag. One of my subs gave me that. Not to this channel, another channel. But yeah, it's a handy little item that. Fairly fast to set up. So, and the ropes are light, the tarp is light, folds up small, 4 tent pegs, not a big hassle to bring. Handy. Yeah, I like that. Here we are back on the river path. We've got a bit of sunshine. Isn't that nice? That should be enough to get a little fire out of later and have a cup of tea, produce some potash. Even though it's May, it's still a bit chilly here in the evenings. Be interesting to see how long it lasts now with the bigger logs that I got that aren't too dry. Right, let's do that tea. Doesn't take a minute on the fire. So I think I get about 2 hours out of that amount of fuel, and my potash, of course. So that was a good end of the day. Happy with that.